Settling. And they're off. That's My Pharaoh and Doug's Triumph. Outside is Be the Judge with early speed, and Be the Judge will go on with it. So it is Be the Judge from Doug's Triumph in the second spot. Up close there in between horses, too, is Jose Can't Say. Now take it back to third position. That's My Pharaoh racing fourth. Albert Finnegan is on the inside in fifth. Christmas Spirit travels 6, 7, or 8 lengths from the pace. Railroad into the tail of the field with Tell 'em I'm Coming. And last is Edelweiss, about 13 lengths from front to back. Leading the way, Be the Judge. Clears off by a length and 3/4. It's Doug's Triumph closest in second. Jose Can't Say third. That's My Pharaoh fourth. Inside, Albert Finnegan is fifth. Then back to Christmas Spirit. Tell 'em I'm Coming and Railroad in. And the back of the pack is Edelweiss on the outside. Into the turn. 3 1/2 furlongs left to run. Be the Judge from Doug's Triumph. Jose Can't Say is in third. That's My Pharaoh racing fourth with 3 furlongs left to go. Tell 'em I'm Coming has made a bit of progress, so the back of the pack still has 7 lengths to make up, but Be the Judge turns in. Be the Judge the leader. Be the Judge from Jose Can't Say slipping through on the inside to try to challenge. Doug's Triumph is driven in third. Tell 'em I'm Coming is in fourth. And that's My Pharaoh in fifth. They've got about 1.5 furlongs left to run, and it's Be the Judge trying to take them all the way. Be the Judge is 45 to 1. Be the Judge by 4 lengths. Long shot in front by some 3 lengths. That's My Pharaoh charging hard to the far outside. Christmas Spirit only for a share with Tell 'em I'm Coming. Be the Judge. Thanksgiving Day dinner's paid for. 45 to 1. Burton, Maryland by Patrick Kane. Minute 48.66. First races. Stud Gelding by Golden Lad out of Smart Jersey by Jersey Town. Burton, Maryland by Patrick Yeah, they're off. Pudge Boy Palace Prom Night hard hustled out toward the front. On the outside is Island Delight, who will settle. Quinn Cannon's up close, moving into third position. Island Delight is back on the chase from fourth, and PJ Song is traveling fifth in between runners. Next is Keeping It Country, another 4 or 5 lengths back, and Midnight Renegade trailing the field. Prom Night was intent on the lead, certainly has it now by a length of the half-mile left to go. Pudge Boy Palace getting a bit closer and keeping pace, and Quinn Cannon. Next is PJ Song is in between horses. The outside is Keeping It Country, who's moved 3 or 4 wide but ridden along in fifth. They're followed by Island Delight and Midnight Renegade to the back of the pack. Racing on to the top of the stretch, Prom Night trying to sustain down to the inside. Pudge Boy Palace on the outside. The challenge for the lead. They turn for home right together. Here's Pudge Boy Palace now just ahead in front from Prom Night, who continues a good battle down to the inside. Prom Night, Pudge Boy Palace. They're tussling down to the 8th pole together. It's Pudge Boy Palace and Prom Night on the inside, still trying to stay on with the 16th left to go. Pudge Boy Palace, Prom Night, PJ Song, late on the scene, too late. Pudge Boy Palace, Prom Night, then PJ Song, Quinn Cannon. Minute 12:61. Palace out of Anaclone by Flatter. Evans. If they're off. Same day as LJ Wiffle Ball and Night Preacher stoking up early speed. They're joined by Rennie in the blue, who's on the move. So Rennie on the outside, same day as LJ and Night Preacher, going a very quick pace. As other 3 or 4 lengths back, and Wiffle Ball settles it in fourth. War Humor on the outside of that one in fifth position. Next is Elton Marine next, and Benny Havens. King Covey trailing the field is Twirling Express into the far turn. Same day as LJ and Night Preacher, and Rennie mixing it up. And here comes on the outside War Humor. War Humor trying to circle them in between horses. Wiffle Ball gets a good split too. And LT Marine's trying to unwind down to the inside. King Covey extreme outside. Wide open affair. About a furlong and a half left to go to the second wire run. It is a narrow lead for same day as LJ. War Humor set down and takes off as long with King Covey on the outside. King Covey coming at War Humor. War Humor, King Covey on the inside. Elton Marine is rolling along. Elton Marine on the outside and King Covey. Elton Marine from King Covey and War Humor close fourth. $2.90. $2 exacta $23.60, $1 trifecta $26.50, $1 superfecta $121.20. Three-year-old Grey Colt by Adios Charlie, out of Primera by Orpin, bred in Florida by Leticia Sanchez. Stating 7 ace, and they're off. Slow to go was Run Sweetly. Sensimia out first, along with 5 o'clock somewhere. The inside there is Don't Fool With Me, who's up close. And Devastating is on the chase from fourth on the outside. Margaret P. down inside in fifth position. The first 4 lengths, or full lengths, will cover the first 5 of them as they move down the back stretch. And it's Diamond Sue and slow starting Run Sweetly is trailing the field 5 ace out. Sensimia leads it by a half length from 5 o'clock somewhere. Second, Don't Fool With Me, well placed out of the inside. And third, Margaret P. in tight quarters down to the inside in fourth position. Devastating is in striking range in fifth into the far turn. Run another 2 to Diamond Sue, and trailing is Run Sweetly. Into the far turn, Sensimia. Sensimia trying to get away. 3 furlongs out, length and a half lead. Don't Fool With Me inside opening. And here on the outside comes Devastating with a nice bid. Devastating moves to second and looming large at Sensimia at the top of the stretch. In the meantime, Don't Fool With Me heads that inside opening as they rake the turn for home. It's Margaret P. also saving ground from fourth into the stretch at the 3/60. And it is Devastating and Don't Fool With Me in a nose-to-nose battle. And Don't Fool With Me and Martin Chawan to begin to kick away under a drive. Turning back Devastating with yards to go. Thirdly, Margaret P. Don't Fool With Me. Don't Fool With Me, Devastating, and Margaret P. Diamond Sue fourth. Perfecta. Double 3140, pick 360. They're off. Perm Judas Cross. There goes Skip Through the Fire. Sent out for early speed. Skip Through the Fire from Perm just ahead in front. The outside is Watch Your Tone with pace as well. Mainstream Sellout is right there too. Four of them sorting out. Next is Judas Cross in fifth position. Ribbons in her hair on the inside. Dub Step follows that. Baby Socks, Isabella's Glory. Got to make up some 20 lengths as they move down the backstretch. The pace solid enough. Hard-pressed pace for Permed out there. Mainstream Sellout between horses and Watch Your Tone on the outside. Skip Through the Fire is in fourth. And here's Ribbons in her hair up close into that sharp pace as well as they move for the far turn. Dubstep is next. Judas Cross first to back away around the turn. Back to Baby Sock, second to last position. Isabella's Glory still in the back of the pack. They've been going a quick pace into the far turn run. Dubstep out there. And Dubstep and Watch Your Tone head-to-head for the lead. And Mainstream Sellout is right there to make three across the track. They are followed by Permed, who's fourth under pressure. Ribbons in her hair. Every chance to pounce on the pace now. Here comes Ribbons in her hair down to the inside. Wide open inside for Ribbons in her hair. Scoots right on through in Martine Chuan. Ribbons in her hair set down for the final quarter of a mile. Leads the way, kicks away from Mainstream Sellout. Watch Your Tone. Dubstep out of the center of the track. They've got 360s left to run, and it's Ribbons in her hair by 5 lengths. Ribbons in her hair pouring it on. Watch Your Tone second. Mainstream Sellout. Isabella's Glory on for a share. Ribbons in her hair. Lights out going away by 7. Ribbons in her hair. Watch Your Tone. Then Mainstream Sellout or Isabella's Glory for show. Minute 40.74. Five-year-old Doc Bear Brown there by Opportunity from Toast to Love by Congrats. And they're off. Good break for Renfro's reception. There's Gordito showing early foot along with Musical Entourage. Now Royal Renegade is sent up close there too in Showpiece 2. Renfro's reception broke sharp and settles back fourth position of the turn run. Gordito on the inside travels in fifth position. Channel King out 3 wide. Now to the 2 path in the orange colors. Pujol works over about 3 path as well. Then to the inside is Oxford Union. Classic Martini to the back of the pack along with Efficacy. And last is Viral Video. Viral Video last a long way. He's got to be 25 lengths off a pace. 3-way scramble up top. Good pace. Musical Entourage. Royal Renegade in between horses. Showpiece on the outside. Renfro's reception is 5 to make up as they move heading for the far turn run. About a half mile left to go. Channel King, Gordito, then back to Pujol. Another 2 lengths and his Classic Martini. On the inside, Oxford Union. Efficacy still second last position. And Viral Video still the last runner into the far turn. Round the far turn, Royal Renegade, Musical Entourage second on the inside. Renfro's reception called on for run from third position. Renfro's reception getting closer. Royal Renegade's got the lead as they turn in. Royal Renegade a length in front. Renfro's reception, Musical Entourage. Gordito is next and Channel King way to the center of the track. They're into the stretch now and it's Renfro's reception trying to break away. Opens up a 2-length lead, 1 furlong out. Center track Classic Martini is coming with a sustained bid as well. Classic Martini charging hard to the far outside, but Renfro's reception gets away clear by 5 under Gene Brasino. Renfro's reception in the maiden breaking score from Classic Martini. Then it was Oxford Union and Efficacy and Gordito. Minute 45.17. Unofficial winner in for reception. James Bristeno up. Minute 45.17. Pretty Kentucky by Runnymede Farm. Peter Callahan. Kissimmee Stud. St. Albans Bloodstock. Lined up. And they're off. Optical Bijou, there goes Bolt of Arum. Bolt of Arum right to the front. On the inside, Riyadh Moon got a sharp break too, and Sheriff running up it on the pace. And Optical Bijou on the outside is on the chase. Heard on the streets, just 2 lengths on the front as well. And back to Tenebris to the back of the pack today is suddenly dropping back. Uncle Cat second to last position, out 3 or 4 past 7's 11, trailing the field. Bolt of Arum at a quick pace into the far turn run, leads by some 2 lengths. From Sheriff Ronnie in second, Optical Bijou is in third. On the street fourth. Tenebris on the outside is in fifth. They're followed by Riyadh Moon on the inside, working harder. Uncle Cat on the outside, 3 or 4 wide, and trailing the field is 7's 11. It's been a quick pace, but Bolt of Arum very willing today. A quarter of a mile left to run. Leads it by some 4. From Sheriff Ronnie Hurd on the street on the inside, and Optical Bijou. Bolt of Arum running up a storm at the 3/16th pole. Bolt of Arum bulleting home. Bolt of Arum 5-6 lengths in front. Bolt of Arum making it look like a workout with jockey Jebby on Toledo. Bolt of Arum going to come home in wrapped up fashion. Bolt of Arum by a half dozen lengths from Hurt on the Street and Sheriff Ronnie. Then Optical Bijou in a minute 10.33. Sharp win. Duarte Jr. trainer. 4-year-old bay colt by Boltoro on a scenic road by Quality Road. Bred in Kentucky. Settling. Squared away. And they're off. Davy Jones and Dominguez bouncing out on top. From that away the outside, the third position. Followed by Krona's already a good 7 lengths on the pace. And it's Juniper Juice who's next. And then El Fuego Mas Brillante second to last. And Nothing But Blue Sky is the trailer and spun out wide into the first turn. Run about the 3 path as El Fuego Mas Brillante come out just a bit. Round that turn, it's Dominguez, the pace setter by 2 from Davy Jones. And it's another 3. Bataway's third. And it's another 3 or 4 lengths back. Outside we have next Dominguez, who's rather on the outside there is Crone in the white cap. On the inside is Juniper Juice, and then Nothing But Blue Sky, and El Fuego Mas Brillante trailing the field. Heading on for the far turn, a half mile left to go. Dominguez the leader from Davy Jones by a length and a half. Sudden move on the outside for Nothing But Blue Sky, who suddenly joined them as well as they head on for the far turn. Run Nothing But Blue Sky will be hung out 4 wide. Made a bid but flattened out just a bit at this juncture. That away is back in 3rd position as they round that turn to the top of the stretch. Dominguez, Davy Jones is keeping up. As so they're 3 lengths back in the field. Slipping through to the inside now. Coasting through, there is Juniper Juice, the filly. They're down to the last 3/16 of a mile. Davy Jones. Davy Jones is just in front. Davy Jones gets clear. A length and a half or 2. The far outside now, trying to rally. Is that away? Re-rallying, and Juniper Juice is in between horses. Davy Jones by 3 at the finish from Juniper Juice. And then it was that away. Nothing but Blue Sky Dominguez. Minute 37.48. Owned by Stephen Wellfish, Davy Jones, trained by Robin Graham. Forest Boyce aboard, the 4-year-old bay colt by Bourbon Courage. And they're off to it from Michael. Sharp start. Winning Trip on the outside moves to 2nd, and Just for the Money in between horses. Tiny Lake has some early speed too. Schrader's on the inside. The outside is Shooter's got to shoot. The orange cap moving all the way up in that flight, about 4 lengths on the front, extreme outside. It's Do It for Michael, the one to catch a half in front from Winning Trip there. And Just for the Money is in 3rd, and Shooter's got to shoot. And they're followed by Tiny Lake, 2nd to last. And Schrader's on the inside. Far turn run, and here comes Winning Trip on the outside, pressuring Do It for Michael. Actually putting a nose in front with 3 furlongs to go. Just for the Money, and Shooter's got to shoot. The others have to pick it up. Tiny Lake and Schrader are in the back. 5/16 of a mile left to run, and it's Winning Trip. Winning Trip, a 1/4 of a mile left to go. Turns in from Do It for Michael. It's a 2-length lead. Just for the Money to the center of the track. Then Shooter's got to shoot. Winning Trip at upper stretch. Winning Trip now in front by 3 lengths from Do It for Michael, giving a game chase with 1 furlong left to go. Shooter's got to shoot, and then Just for the Money. Winning Trip in good form. Winning Trip wins another under Matty Rowland. Winning Trip a 5-length score. Shooter's got to shoot, and then Do It for Michael. 4th will be Just for the Money. Minute 11.26. Matty Rowland aboard for Robert Bukalik owner, Michael Gorham trainer. Brendan, Florida by Ocala.